Hello. Okay. I'm in the middle of making a video. Love you. Everybody. Hey y'all. Today I'm going to tell you a story about my husband. So we met a few days after my birthday, after my 16th birthday. And how it happened was, I came home with my mom and dad, and I saw him in my brother's yard. And I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? So I went over to my brother's house to borrow some movies from him, just to get a closer look. So I asked my brother, I was like, what is his name? And he's like, oh, his name is Fred, which it was a nickname from his ex-girlfriend's dad. But anyway, so I believed him. And so I get a few movies which I didn't even want to watch, just brought them home. And I went and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I just saw the guy that I'm gonna marry. And she's like, who? I mean, I'm 16, she didn't believe me. So I'm like, I think they call him Fred. So all of a sudden the phone rings and it's my brother, and he's like, hey Shyla, do you want to date Fred? And I'm like freaking out. I start crying and I'm like, I cussed my brother out. I wasn't a great person back then. And I hang up on him, and my mom's like, what is wrong with you? So I'm like, he's playing an April Fool's joke on me, an early April Fool's joke. And I said, it's not funny because I really want to be with this guy. Well, the phone rings again, and it was Chris. And he's like, hey, your brother's serious, I really want to date you. And I'm like, oh my god, meet me outside. So we go outside and we talk and, you know, get to know each other a little bit, and we end up going on our first date the next day. So remember, this is the end of March, okay? So we date, and he's like, I'm done with all this, and I want to marry you. And he says, well, I'm going to officially ask you when you're not expecting it. So we ended up talking about it all day long. And we ended up going to my granny's house, which is like right down the road. And we're still talking about it. And we walk home. You know, after my mom and them gets back home that day, still been talking about it all day long. We're sitting on my mom's couch later on that night. And he just gets down on one knee and he's like, will you marry me? And I didn't believe him. I was like, whatever. And my mom says, Shyla, I think he's serious. So I'm like, oh my god, yes! So April, May, June, July, 4 months later, what happened was, we were planning a big wedding, and we were going to plan it for next March, the next March coming. So it was going to be after my 17th birthday. But we had family issues. I'm not going to say who, but somebody in his family didn't want us together. So he's like, well, marry me now. And my mom's like, well, wait, you have to have a license and, you know, all this stuff. And so we planned our wedding in only a week. And we got married and had 3 kids. And been so, like, happy ever since. I know we have our up and downs. I think everybody does. But, oh, the dog wants to talk now. But it's so worth it. And we've been married for 19 years, over 19 years. And yeah, so that's our story. I'm gonna go tend to the dog, I guess. Bye, y'all.